Lead the way, Arthur. So overgrown. Okay. Beautiful. Once known as St. Anne's, famous for its cures, visited by many pilgrims as late as the 17th century, said to be 4 separate springs, 3 containing iron and each curing a different illness. Its niches held offerings and cups, stone seats gave rest to the weary traveller. Feeling like I'm a bit of a weary traveller because we went the wrong way and walked through some fields full of nettles to get here. Beautiful. Hi and welcome to Cloud 9, Brightest Blessings from the Virtuous Well, also known as St. Anne's Well in Trellech in Monmouthshire, Wales. This well's said to contain 4 different streams coming in. Sorry, you can hear my dog in the background. 4 different streams coming in, each with different healing properties. And it's been a pilgrimage place for hundreds and hundreds of years. Anyway, I'm here today in this lucky moment of sunshine. It's been kind of raining on and off all day here today. And I thought I'd start with a message with these Dragon Oracle cards. These really wanted to come with me today. As I'm sure some of you know that follow the astrology, we're currently in between these cycles of the karmic nodes shifting the head and the tail of the dragon in the sky. Those are shifting, old cycles clearing out. Here we are, first one out, Golden Atlantean Dragon. Here we are, beautiful. Helps you to remember the wisdom of Golden Atlantis. Awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts and talents, reclaim your mastery. Yeah, so a time of remembering. We're really in that time of remembering at the moment. There's so many awake people. It's wonderful. It's so many people on this journey. It's amazing the things and the stories I keep hearing. Oh, beautiful water dragon. Perfect for today at this sacred well with the sacred water. I know some of you are working with the water. Helps you flow easily around obstacles. Christ light and love are flowing. Develop your psychic abilities and go with the flow. One more of these dragon cards, please, Spirit. What do we need to know right now? Earth dragon. This also totally makes sense here. Sitting on the earth, on the stone, surrounded by all the plants, with the water. Clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forwards in your life. I really love that this earth and water dragon have come out here at this well. One of them saying love and light are flowing and going with the flow, flowing around obstacles. And one of them clearing the path, the land around you, and stuck energy clearing. It totally makes sense for those cards to come out here in this sacred place, this holy well where people do come for healing. And in this remembering, this Golden Atlantean Dragon, remembering of knowledge, gifts and talents, totally makes sense, these 3 cards together here in this sacred space at this time. Let me just show you those. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to pop these to one side and I'm going to get us some tarot. So we'll just have 3 tarot cards and see what comes through. One stuck in the box. Spirit, what do we need to know? Please can you guide us? What do we need to know today that will help our collective the most? Loud, clear messages for guidance. Okay, the Queen of Cups. This card is about kindness and empathy, but also about balance. You can care deeply for others without losing yourself. Protect your energy by setting boundaries while staying compassionate and true to your heart. Yeah. So there's that analogy, isn't there, of we can't be giving to others without filling our own cup. And I think this well space is particularly true of that. People come here to replenish, to heal, to fill their own cups, and we need to be mindful of that at this time. What else do we need to know, Spirit, right now? Okay. Nine of Swords around anxiety. Anxiety is consuming you, making everything feel worse than it is. The Nine of Swords asks you to step back, breathe, focus on facts over fears. Talk to somebody who can help lighten the load. And again, it's around healing, putting down unnecessary burdens, including perhaps anxieties that may not come to pass. So only a very small percentage of what we worry about ever actually comes to pass. In reality, so much of that is in the mind. Okay. Spirit, what else do we need to know? Justice in reverse. Okay, so reverse, this card might mean that things feel unfair, or you could be avoiding responsibility for a decision. It's time to own your part, reassess the facts, and make things right before they spiral further. Okay, so where in our lives do we need to be really accountable, consider our part, and act with integrity? And the nice thing about this card in reverse is that when we do act with integrity, we flip the card. So it's asking us to pay attention. Where do we need to act with integrity, or put things right and consider more balance? And this could be around this giving or over giving energy that the Queen of Cups can sometimes lead into. You know, are we being fair to ourselves? Are we being fair to others if we give from a place where we're run down and not authentically wanting to give? Where can we consider that, and how is that linked to our healing and our development at this time? Okay, so I'm just going to put that to one side. Excuse my dog panting in the background. Very noisy today. Here you are. He's loving it here. He's running around, finding all the trails, Let's just have a little look at these beautiful Rebecca Campbell cards. I'd like 3 of these, please, Spirit. What do we need to know for our highest good today? Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Yeah, same message of sorts. Where are we out of balance? Where can we come into deeper balance? Worth being really mindful of that, particularly at this time as the karmic axis is changing. It started on the 18th and finishing on the 29th, the head and tail of the dragon. We need to be mindful of that right now. Ah, beautiful. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. How lovely is that when we're at St. Anne's Well? Beautiful. Okay, so seeding the light, laying foundations, the divine plan. Just going to show you that image on that card. Again with the water, look at her. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Let's just have one more card, Spirit. What else do we need to know right now? Oh, this one on the top. Keepers of the earth. Fantastic. And I know so many of you are working with the earth and with other people for the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. That's beautiful, particularly here in this place, in this space. I really do feel that the ancestors are here. You know, this has been a place of prayer, of pilgrimage, of devotion for so many years. And the sacred water, you know, the sacred water everywhere. And so many of these old wells, often with Christian names, a lot of these, you know, most of them predate that. The springs have been there for, well, who knows how many thousands of years. You know, there are often older pagan sites, older other spiritual paths, many different, you know, many different religions, cultures. Water is always revered as the essence of life. The water that we drink, you know, the water that we submerge ourselves in, the water that runs through the land. It's always revered as the essence of life. And so many of these places have such old sacred history. Let's just see if we've got any animal spirits wanting to come through. Ah, Loon in June. And I love that we've got these beautiful ducks where we're talking about the water. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. beautiful. And it, again, what a lovely message in this place that is very peaceful. And yeah, it feels, even though we're in this modern world and the road isn't that far over there, you know, it's a very short walk from the gate, but you can hear a car in the distance, and yet it feels like a moment of solitude, a space kind of tucked away from the world. And our other card here, horse, freedom. Love that the horses have come through, and also so associated with the earth, with Epona, with the horse goddess, with Rhiannon. You know, your heart is pure and free, a greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. One more animal card, please, Spirit. Can we have one more, please? Ah, pronghorn, action. I had this pronghorn card through in our last reading, actually, for those of you that watched the reading at the River Taff. So now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forwards with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Beautiful. So slow and steady, listening to the intuition, taking time for healing, taking time to rebalance, looking at anything that's out of balance or where we've not acted with integrity, and realigning, dropping in, touching the earth, touching the water, and just acting, and then acting, you know, acting, not reacting, taking time here. And we've got this kind of action card here, and this horse, again, this movement here, and here this loon, this like this reflection, this intuitive reflection, and a kind of gliding through on the water. So there's movement here, but there's, you know, considered movement here. Anything else, Spirit, that you'd like us to know at this time? Might just close out with an angel number. Oh, do you know what, as well, I'd quite like to get, going to extend this slightly, just like to get some fairy cards here too. These really wanted to come today too, and I'd forgotten that they'd snuck into the bag. So let's just see what we need to know from the fairy cards, please, Spirit. Okay. Healing. How wonderful that that's come out here at this healing well. Beautiful. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. Beautiful. Thank you for that message, Spirit. Okay, and then the next one we have here, tree wisdom. Tree wisdom. Again, what a perfect card for this place. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds that it makes. Beautiful. And one more card, please, Spirit. Go outside. We are outside, but yes, all the yeses. Here we are. Go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune in to the powerful peace of nature wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. Yeah, and it really is beautiful here. So I hope that you are going somewhere equally beautiful. Yeah, I'm just going to close this out with an angel number. See if Spirit would like to give us an angel number. Spirit, do you have an angel number for us? What would help us most to know at this time? What have we got? 26 soul connections. Lovely. Yeah, so, you know, finding your tribe. You are connected to the souls that you meet. Each encounter holds valuable lessons. Yeah. So, you know, we give thanks to the people that cause us difficulty in our lives. We have probably learnt lessons that we needed to learn, albeit tricky at the time, and then we leave them go with love. And we are, of course, thankful for the people that bring joy, healing, other lessons, companionship, all the other wonderful things into our lives. You know, and this is a real time of finding our soul tribe. Anyway, lovely ones, I hope that that message was useful to you, and I wish you a beautiful day and brightest blessings. Bye.